Cool. Okay, so here we go. Hopefully it's not picking up any music in the background. I hope it isn't. I'll reduce the sensitivity of the microphone just in case. Otherwise I'll end up with copyright strikes against me, which is not what I want. Right, so you see I've got these bits here. So these bits need to be hidden. So what I can do is I can cheat. Just put some books in here. That's kind of the whole purpose of this bit. And come in nice and slow. Good thing is that I can layer books. So I've got some behind and some in front of. Just basically filling this entire area. Now I don't want to duplicate my books if I can help it. So what I could also do, make it down somewhere like this. You can see the books are probably a little bit too big for this as well, is I can decrease the scale. No, I don't want it. There we go. I'm just talking. I shouldn't be talking really, should I? I should just let you guys do what you want. As you can see, we're getting like different kinds of books going in now. All I'm doing is just messing around because I know that they're not going to be able to open these parts or read these parts of the books, and if they do, what I'm going to do is just do it separately. So I'm just basically cheating. The cheating works well in this kind of respect because as long as I don't have any Z depth fighting, it's going to look like all the books are different on that side of the shelf, which they are. Okay, now underneath here I did have some gaps before, but instead I'm going to put some more books. And the whole idea is just to give this room kind of a dusty character. Okay, because a bit of a dusty character is what this room needs. Now over here, same again. A few more books here. Now, I do need to be careful I don't end up with floating books, so bring this down just a little bit. God, I'm still talking. I just said I wasn't going to talk as well. Amazing. Just tag the stream watcher. There we go. Right, now over here, these maps. Thought I could probably wear headphones and listen to music, couldn't I? Something I've never ever considered doing because I'm an idiot. Right, so I need the rotation. Slowly dressing this. Takes a long time to make a room look lifted. Music does drive creativity. You're wrong. I've told Amanda just to come in if she wants to and hang out or whatever. I really don't mind. As long as she knows what I'm doing, it's fine. Okay, we've got some things here, so I can get a stack of maps, I suspect. Plugs and sockets, spline wires, vertical chains, blah, 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 compasses, bin. Okay, just put it at a slightly rakish angle there. Now, Because it's more of a workshop than anything, you see. There. Globe there. Turn it. Nice. Table lamp. Slightly different angles. There we go. I don't need a secretary. Always ensure that the angles aren't the same for anything that's being manually placed. It's very hard to do. There we go. Nice. Okay, now over here we need some books. So here's an open book. Trick with books is if you're having them in a game and your game is fairly high definition, do make a point of using books that are high definition. Okay. Got that already. Okay, that'll do. I think it's backwards. Yeah, it is. Not quite 180. Nothing especially good there. The clock doesn't work. It will eventually be used for something else. Now the position of this clock is important because it needs to be in the middle, or I will go mad. Ah, funny, yeah. You were just saying about clocks, weren't you? I didn't see that, Alan. Yes, is the answer to that. Lots of clocks. Big, big clocks. Okay, now over here, let's have some more clocks. Where's my clock? There it is. Is there a reason why he has so many clocks? Yes. What is that reason? I'm not telling you. Now these clocks are pretty high, so I need to bring them down. Okay, and we'll come back to those soon. Now, we've got some paintings, we've got some stuff over here. Let's continue on our ascent. I can hear Aurora shouting away in the other room, which is nice. Actually, we quite like Aurora's music. Hello PH King, how are you? I hope you're doing well. Or for King, I don't know. It could be just like a funny play on words. Sorry, that was my noses. There we go. Right. Now, let's see, what do I need to do on top of this? I've got maps, I've got tanks, I've got wall maps. Okay, let's put this wall map here. that, so it's billowing a little bit. I'm not so fond of this edge around it. I'll get rid of as much as I can. Okay, now I'll put this one on. Because I want these to overlap each other wherever possible. Well, sounds like a roar is off now. Okay, that'll do. Now, have a look up here. I didn't really want it emitting light if I could help it, but why not, eh? Why not? Some pens up here. And a few other things as well, so I'll pop a book here. I've got a few different texture variants I can use, which is kind of nice. Variations. Now I need my better books, so let's maybe start loading up the shelves with the good looking stuff. Got to be careful of that pipe at the top there because obviously it's cutting through. I don't want to damage our lovely books. I'll use this. Now then, I need to save all. Fucking PH King. Right, no problem. Oh, great, thanks. Sorry, I keep looking over this side, so I only just saw that you'd replied, so I wasn't being rude. I was just... It's up, my mans. Well, it's nice to have you back. It's always nice to have a reg. I'm just carefully assembling these books. Want them to be kind of more or less orderly, but not too orderly. Later on, what I can do is I can make it so the player can like pick up books and read the contents of them, but for the minute. Hello, how are you? Is that Sander Cohen? What a great name, Sander Cohen. I do like a nice traditional name like that. How are you, Sanders? Is it Sander or Sanders? Just feel free to keep me in the loop. I hope you're well. It's nice to hear some of the decent proper old names there. Yeah, today is set dressing. Sorry, I'm just trying to... Yeah, it's UPH. Yeah, it's just set dressing today. What it is, this room's been made for a while, but I need it in the bit that I'm about to do, which is, well, at the end of each day, there's a story. You know, if you unlock it, you get the story at the end of each day, and there's a little video that goes with it. And so we need this room, really, for that to work. So what I'm doing is just... Whoa, that's nice, I like that. What I'm doing is just making sure that everything is ready so that when the player steps in here, it feels like they've done something and completed something and finally gotten somewhere, you know? So... even though this is a lighthouse keeper's house, you'll notice it's pretty esoteric. You know, it's like, why is all this weird esoteric stuff around here? And at first, the average player's going to kind of wander in here and not really think much of it. So eventually they're going to come in and they're going to be like, who? And that's what I'm aiming for, that kind of level of confusion. And then like, oh wait, this is something completely different to what I expected. Great, that's what I need. Okay, so most of it is just, as I pretty much just said there, most of it is just set dressing today, because we want it to look nice. I don't know if I can have that there. No, because that pipe. That's fine. Okay, and I want to make sure all our pictures are looking good. Now it's a pretty high definition room, this one. And by that I mean it's like got a lot of stuff in it that's very visual, so I'm going to make sure that everything is viewable by the player. There we go. I mean, you can see what a difference it makes as we slowly start to dress this room. Although, God damn it. Now that I've done it, I just realised I made a minor mistake here. Thank you, Vasto. Yes, absolutely. This is basically kind of the, you know, when you do well in a game and you have a special room that fills with more and more stuff, at first this is that room. That's why these shelves are empty. Oh, well done, where was it?
Drawer, kitchen drawer.
Oh, well done. That's good news. The secretaries have turned up. Forgot about that. I was wondering where they were. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm just putting everything here in the keeper's house. I'm going to do a quick check to make sure what I've lost and not lost. That one, I think. That one, and that one. These. Because I should have been putting them in keeper's house all along and forgot. There. Just makes my job easier for loading and unloading scenes. This is basically a progression thing though, you know, so at the minute this is just the basic room. There's nothing really in here as such except for this basic room. Now then this I'm going to duplicate, so let's change my move speed to 4. Oops, that wasn't duplicate. The reason being that if we're having a projector, I would like a screen. Okay, make sure it doesn't go down too far. Yep, that's fine. No, I think that's a little bit big. Everything needs a reason. There's a lot of rooms in the Lighthouse Keeper's house that are just locked and unfinished because their purpose doesn't become apparent until much later in the game. And for me that's a good thing because it means that obviously I don't have to spend forever getting these parts dressed, but this one most definitely is needed. So there we go. There. Okay, next. By the way, thank you for the questions. The questions are great, and I really appreciate questions. some carpets. So here's one. These are small carpets. Then 1936. Is it 36 or 31? Can't remember. One of the two. I need to remember. It's been a while since I've gone back over the history of the game. Actually, it's a very good question. Hello. Let me just check something. Yeah, it was 1936. The reason it's 1936 is because the original date was 1930, but 1930 was not ideal because I needed radios to have been, invented and in popular home use. And so 1936 instead. It's a little bit close to World War II getting ready to kick off, but that's fine. Right, now I need chairs, which I will find in furniture. Here we go. It's just my cabinet. Here we go. Let me have a look at this. Table about there, like that. Now, what else goes in here that I could do with? That's probably it for that. Yeah, radio's a massive part of this game, like enormous. The blueprints that I created for the radio system are, well, they're fundamental to the way the game actually plays. I can't give away too much about it. I mean, I'm in an open stream for a start, and I don't want to spoil the game for anybody. But yeah, radios are very, very, very important to the way the game works. Picture hanging, a lost art. Most pictures are hung from the picture rail. Thank you, by the way, Sander. I appreciate you saying so. Some of them I made, some of them I bought, depending. I'm a hard surface artist. So what I do is, if I need an asset, I look at how long it takes me to create it. And if it's going to take me, a reasonable amount of time, i.e. not too long, then great, I'll go and make it. If I think it's going to take me too long to make it, like for example this furniture rack here, for example, is quite detailed and it would take me probably about 3 hours, then I'll just buy it. And of course the benefit of just buying assets like this is that you get other stuff with it most of the time, because people don't just tend to sell one cabinet. Right, I'll move this along. You see how the room kind of evolves and progresses. So now we have the screen now directly in front of where the chair is, which is ideal. We have a bit of a small space here, so I'm going to move this kind of thing that you'd sit at while you were looking at this cinematography projection. There we go. Overall, my assets have been, making games and teaching 3D and teaching game dev for so long now that I just have shitloads of them. So it's a case of like, well, I'm going to use them.
Found a secret store.
What of?
Toilet roll.
Oh, well done. Never have too much toilet paper. Also, you'll discover why Malin has so much really expensive treasure in his house pretty soon, I would imagine. Hang on, yep, just coming.
Heating's on.
The what's on?
Heating.
The heating. Okay, let me just turn it off. Ooh. There we go. That would explain why the house was so very, very hot. Of course, the heating on a really hot day in August is exactly what I needed. Wasn't. By the way, Vasto, if you're still there, hello. If you're not, don't worry about it. Okay, so I'm going to put that there. I like the way it's just framed on that single wall. Now I have a painting system that I'm going to use. So, assets. Probably something like blueprint painting system. There it is. Now then, these, if there's anyone listening at the minute, you'll like these. These are very interesting. In fact, I tell you what, PH King, are you there? Yeah, exactly. Right, PH King, what is your date of birth? Month, year, day. Just the final 2 digits of the year. As you're here asking questions. As soon as I see it. Thank you, just a moment. Okay, so let's see. 10, 12, 9, 2. Perfect. So, this one. And that one. There we go. See what we got. Yep. Yep. Nice. 10, 12, 9, 2. No, no one will notice. There we go. Okay, let's see. Put that there. Now I'm going to need something to put the projector on behind the chair. So I still don't have a mesh for the projector, and I wanted one. But I'll make do for a minute. Table. Let's see. No. That. Okay, next. That. Okay, just get some of these in, because we won't need them. They're not the right size, but I'll change those later. Right, what next? Don't need a commode, don't need a bed. Right, one crappy old chair. Right, need some doilies. Always need doilies. Take out the light from that end. Was that the only light? No, it was not. Cool. Okay. And that one. I will, but not straight away, simply because if I do that, what I'm doing is basically trimming away the amount of people that will be using my game, and I don't want that. So yeah, there'll be one with ray tracing. Okay, that's fine. There we go. It is, yes. It's just while I'm doing this development thing, basically what it'll do is it'll also slow down my shader compiles like a lot, especially for this many. But yeah, I can stick it to menu setting. Okay, I need another lamp. Lamp, not you. That's it. Lamp. Right. I have got a 3070 RX. And I know you think to yourself, well, that should do the job just fine. Not when you're developing, sadly. Very hard. Okay, replace selected actor with spotlight. Yeah, I have this conversation a lot with my students, and it's like, yeah, oh, the 2070 is a great machine. You know, don't disparage the 2070 at all. Beautiful, beautiful. But got to say, like, I love this one. Right, there we go. So the lamp's on. Nice. Okay, so the only thing I need to do in here now is add a little bit of dust. So, content, dust, a little bit of ambient dust in here. Always helps. My screen's too dirty to see it really. Okay, now. Anything else I need to put in here? I don't want the pictures. Oh, come on then, I'll have this billboard, this notice board over here. Actually, no, I won't. I don't want it. So, anything else in here? I mean, this looks pretty well dressed to me, to be honest. It's nice and busy. I don't know if I've got a mug. Oh yeah, look at that. There we go. I can even put someone in dusting. Chores, man. Right. Mug. No. Cup. I'll probably make some cups if necessary. I just want to see if I've got any cupped meshes. Yeah, there's one. Oh, look at that beautiful, horrible tin mug. Goodness. Is it his lucky cup? Probably. And I think I think it'd be a bad idea just to stick it straight on the table like that. So there, from there. Excellent. Yep, that's exactly it. Hey my dude, how you doing? Okay, now some nautical assets. Don't really want a flipper. One of them. Okay. Don't want to put in anything that's going to lead to too much story. Oh right, is there an acoustic guitar on my wall? No, it's these keys. These keys are literally so loud. I probably need to reduce them quite a bit actually. They are ridiculous. Put another cardboard box here. What's in the cardboard boxes? Who knows? They're just here. There we go. Okay, so that looks okay. Now I can unlock this door. There we go, and that means that we can actually come into it from this hallway. And doesn't change it to unlit again. I think I'm going to grab this anyway. I wasn't going to use this, but I think I'll just weaken it. Otherwise we're not going to get enough ambient lighting in here. There we go. So, lit. Right, so now I'll take this actual light. Make it 2 over here. I'll take this one. Make it 3. Much dimmer and darker. Perfect. Bit too much bloom on, but that'll do. This is too near the edge, so let's just bring it over a little bit. There. Excellent. And we've got room now for knick-knacks. Now then, knick-knacks. Pick something from here. Thanks. It's UPH. Yep, the room comes together. It's just a case of like thinking about it logically. You know, you start off with the basics, like what would go where. Now the thing that isn't done is these bloody shelves. So I think what I need to do is have a look at putting things on this. Probably over here somewhere. So much stuff. There. Okay, this one looks ideal. wide in my opinion. Nice thin tones. There we are. Next, these. The asset doesn't look particularly interesting or good. What we can always do is stick things in front of it. Like this. Okay, because it just makes it more interesting. It's like, why is that there? And then you look at that and you don't look at like the less detailed assets. Ah, yes, definitely. This is a throwback, so I'll put it there. Now, got some more books here. If they don't fit, we make them fit. There we go. Now, over here, we've got some higher shelves. That's where things that won't get touched as much go. So, let's see what we got. Well, we'll have a hookah, because why not? He is an exotic sailor. We've got something like this from Calcutta, perhaps. There's a microscope sitting on the top shelf doing nothing. And an organizer. Nope. Avoid going for things that seem too obvious. Just wherever possible. Okay, let's see. We've got a typewriter. That's great. Typewriter will go here. Check it. Yeah, that's fine. I don't need that, don't need that, don't need that. I don't even know what that is. Hello, my darling, how are you?
Hello, I need a pen.
I might have one actually. Hold on.
No, there's one here.
Yeah, here's one.
No, I've got one. I've got a glittery pen.
I've got a glittery pen.
Super cool.
Okie dokie.
I'm going to write down the shopping list.
Good plan. Are you not coming with me? Okay, let's put some things over here as well. Just try and avoid the real, thing that most people do, which is, oh, we'll just copy it and keep copying it. That doesn't work. Okay, if you've got an asset, try and use it as few times as you can. A good way of looking at it is, and I'll show you a link in a moment, to use something that's called the ultimate alphabet, which I always thought was genius. There's a heavy, heavy influence on what I do today. There's a hanger. Actually, no, there's one of them in the hallway. I don't need another one. That looks silly. Oh, nice. But there's a safe. Wouldn't be in here, but there's a safe. Let's see. I forget what I've got as well. There's so much stuff here. I've got a globe already, so I don't need another one, so it's this. This is what I wanted. About that. Rotate it round. You can tell a lot of story with a nice prop. Maybe something was just dropped down here, so I'll just put a there we go. That's looking much nicer. I like that. Okay. Dish on top of there. And a dish on top of this newspaper perhaps, or just on there. Why a dish on there? Well, good question. I know why. So got to get the rotation angle of this just right. There we go. Save. Lovely. Bring this down a bit. Still got some shelves over here that haven't been filled with crap. Oh, what other crap have I got? I've got so much crap in this actually. Loads and loads and loads of it. Seeing what I can put in here. I might actually furnish a doll's house at some point. I think that's probably going to be it. I think my room is probably looking okay. I'm just going to check it from over here. Yeah, there's enough stuff here now. The only thing I'm missing is a projector. For projector. Don't know if I've got one or not actually. No. Projectile. Not projector. No, I do have this. Which I might be able to cheat with. It's the right size and everything. Okay, let's see what I've got in valves. Which I'm sure I have. I've always got valves. There. Okay, this will do perfect. It does actually, but doesn't mean that it's perfect yet, so let's make it better. Because 1936 was an age of weird inventions. Yeah, I love kit bashing. Kit bashing is like great. I particularly like watching artists like Josh Nizzy and people like that who are just like really, really at the top of their game for this. That will do. Cathay Pacific. Cathay Scotland. Humans. There. Ba, ba, ba. About that. Do that. Where's my spleen? Just like, where's my pig, really? Right. Okay, I'm not exactly sure why it's not working the way it should, so I'm going to have to fix it. So it was working, and then it wasn't. Right, down to 3. Interesting. Not sure why it's not letting me grab the thing. You can see the texture stream pulls huge, by the way. That happens. Is there Lucas Automat? I'm not sure actually, Mr. Cohen. That's the first and that's the last. They're both the same. Great. That's not good. I'm actually not too sure, although I am getting very confused by this at the minute, which doesn't help. Get rid of it. Sorry about this, it's like there's two different texts coming in from two different places, so it makes it a little bit tricky for me to see what I'm looking at. Stupid bloody thing. There, get rid of that. Okay, back. what this is. Let's have a look. Oh, I see, it's a camera. Ha, cool, you got a pass. Right. Okay, spline meshes, yeah. Pipe segment 3. I like the idea that it's just like, you know, being set up as a massive manual steampunky kind of process. I'll need to make some sort of an acceptance bay for it, but apart from that it should be fine. Right, now over here. Assets. Nope. 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 Yes. Most. Oh no. Definitely not. That one. This is the one that I need. Okay, now this is going to be far too fucking big. Okay. Now, put that in there. Actually, put that in there. Correctly. There we are. Swatch my eye. I'm glad I finally got this done. I've been meant to do it for a while. There we go. Perfect. That is it. Oh yeah, repeating assets. I do repeat assets, but if I'm repeating them, I'm going to hide them. I want the assets to kind of tell a story as much as anything. You see that down there? Really is pissing me off. Yeah, I want the assets to tell a story as much as possible. So what I need to do is really just make sure that I've got enough room for my story to be told in here. I don't want the player coming in and being bored, you know. I don't want them to be exploring what's going on and not get an idea. Maybe PH King, maybe, who knows, eh? Could be. Right, let's get rid of any repetitiveness. No. Yes. Should be facing the right way. I mean, these are obviously less important books. There we are. Yeah, could be, as they say. Now then, over here. Turn off static mesh. Particles. Hey dude. What's up, man?
You're streaming.
Yeah, but only a bit. It's okay, you're fine. What's up?
1 minute.
Yeah, no worries. Huh, so distracting. Probably not a good idea. I like how you worked out the whole stone thing pretty fast though, so well done. Okay, I'm going to call it because I think this is now just enough for me to be able to work with. I need to build my actual projector system, i.e. the blueprint, but that's not too much. Okay, so I'm going to come over here and I want to thank you for participating in the stream, especially PH King and the very lovely Mr. Cohen, and Alan, of course. Barometer. Good point, Alan. There's a reason there isn't one, by the way. I will be streaming again soon, but in the meantime, if you need me, hit me up on Discord, and I will see you all. Ta-ta.